14 years of my life disappeared because of one invisible enemy: poor communication skills. From childhood through college, every time I argued with someone, every time a teacher suddenly asked me a question, or I tried to talk to a girl, my mind would go completely blank. Every word vanished. I knew I had the answer. I just couldn't say it. Then, hours later, when I was alone, thousands of perfect replies would suddenly appear in my mind. I'd think, if only I had said that in the moment. That single weakness silently stole countless opportunities for my life. So, I made a decision. I became obsessed with understanding communication. I watched interviews of celebrities and politicians. I read psychology articles. I filled pages with notes. And then, I discovered something that completely changed the way I looked at communication. It's nothing like most people think it is. I'm not going to waste your time with 10 or 20 random tips. Instead, I'm going to share 2 powerful principles that can completely transform the way you communicate. So, pay close attention. First, why do we suddenly go blank? Psychology says, whenever we speak to someone we see as important, a boss, a teacher, someone we like, or whenever we're under pressure, our confidence instantly drops. In just a few seconds, thousands of thoughts begin racing through our minds. We're trying to understand the other person. We're trying to control our body language. We're searching for the perfect words. And deep inside, one fear keeps growing. What if I say something stupid? That single fear overloads the brain. Psychologists call this an amygdala hijack. Under pressure, the logical part of your brain temporarily loses control. That's why your mind suddenly freezes. So, what's the solution? It's surprisingly simple. Step into uncomfortable situations on purpose. Answer questions. Join discussions. Practice public speaking. And if that feels too difficult, start with your friends. Because every single time you force yourself to speak, your brain learns that pressure isn't dangerous. Your overthinking begins to fade, your confidence grows stronger, and communication slowly becomes second nature. But here's something most people never realize. Practice alone isn't enough. Your brain also needs to become sharper. Imagine trying to cut down a tree. With a rusty axe, it takes more effort, more time, and leaves you exhausted. But a sharp axe makes the same job look effortless. Your brain works exactly the same way. A sharp mind creates smart, logical, and powerful responses almost instantly. One of the best ways to sharpen it is by playing chess. Chess trains your brain to analyze before reacting, and that's exactly what great communicators do. You can also challenge your mind with Sudoku, crossword puzzles, or a Rubik's Cube. These simple exercises keep your brain active, flexible, and ready for unexpected situations. If you're serious about improving even faster, solve a little basic math every day. And most importantly, start questioning everything around you. Why is it done this way? What could be a better solution? What would I do differently? Those small questions slowly rewire the way you think, until one day, you won't have to search for the perfect response anymore. Your brain will generate smart, confident, and powerful replies automatically.